Hi guys, I was running some tests to see if I could do something fun with video games. My computer does not like that stuff. Joy! But I did want to do a review of K-pop Demon Hunters. Now, I'm not a professional at this, and I'm just shooting off the cuff because I think it's kind of a fun movie. And you're just going to listen to my neurodivergent rant if you stick around. Yay! Hopefully. Okay, for the first part of the thing is, I'm not a fan of K-pop. Nobody I know is. And I loved K-pop Demon Hunters. So, I can tell you that if you're a fan of K-pop, or not a fan of K-pop, you don't have to worry. If you're a fan of K-pop, you can still enjoy it. I have no idea if the music is K-pop. I just know that it's in English, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. It might be references to all sorts of stuff that's in Korea, but you do not have to be in the know about K-pop or idols or anything like that. It's pretty simple. They're famous, they're celebrities, and yeah, it's really easy to understand. I don't know much about celebrities, I don't know much about idols, I don't know much about that stuff, and I enjoyed the movie. So, there you go for that one. I suggest that everybody can watch it because it is just like stupid goofy. That sounds horrible, but pretty much it's people fighting demons with singing. Yeah, they will fight. The movie starts out kind of fun. They're in an airplane, and it's just like, this is very much not going to work for me, but it does work because they're chowing down and they're preparing for the fans, and idols and famous people sometimes fly into for their concerts or shows or whatever the hell it is. So yeah, it is kind of relatable, not to people who are not in the 1%, but it's understandable because they're traveling to the thing, to their show. And the first fight sequence that happens on the plane is amazing. I kind of wish that they kept that impulsiveness throughout the rest of their fight scenes. Because in the first fight scene, they're making use of everything in the area. The coffee pot, their noodles, all that sort of stuff. They're making use of everything around them. In later fight scenes, it's just like magic spear, magic daggers, magic sword popping out of nowhere. And it's like, yes, it's beautiful, it's awesome. It is not as fun. But their personalities are fully established at that point. So I'm guessing the first fight scene is based on showing us their personalities in very quick succession. Well, then the fact that we had the fans tell us about them, I'm kind of disappointed about that. I really want it to be a TV show though, because I feel like this could be going into a TV show, which is awesome. So, and it's one of the better TV show movie thing, because apparently I heard that it was supposed to be a TV show. Or supposed to become a TV show. It's not a TV show. And they don't plan to make a sequel, but everybody is chopping at the bit for it, so they might end up doing that, but no idea. No promises, no idea. But yeah, as we go on, Rumi is the main character. And the main love interest is Gino. It is hilarious how he is introduced, because it's just there's a ball of fire that's apparently the king of demons, which is weird. You'd think he'd have a body, but no, he's just a giant ball of fire. How did he become king of the demons when he's a ball of fire? Ginu, I cannot say that name, but Ginu, first thing he does is string out his tune and just mocks the Demon King. Everybody's like, oh, 400-year-old demon, he's been around and stuff. Going by what I've seen in the movie, he has spent the 400, because the first line that the Demon King says to Gino is that I allow you to keep that voice, meaning this is not the first time he has done this to the Demon King, where he comes up in song mocking him for basically being a limp. You're losing to the demon hunters again, and you know why. You are the Demon King. You can fix this. Nope. You're doing the same thing over and over again. So, I'm pretty sure that their dynamic is that Gino is salty with the Demon King for influencing him when he was human, which led to him basically being a troll to the Demon King, when it's not like he's dealing with his own issues, he's trolling the Demon King. And I love that idea. I don't think anybody else has thought of that, but that's the impression I got, where it's just like annoying little brother vibes for him with the Demon King. Just there. Everywhere else he's kind of a goofball. King of the goofballs. But yeah, they come up with a evil squad to fight the demon hunters. Because the demon hunters sing while they fight. And the whole idea is basically we make everybody harmonize in positivity. So it strengthens the home moon or force field. They call it the home moon. I have no idea what they call it the home moon. But it's pretty much like an anti-demon force field. And it is a very good protection thing. Because otherwise demons just kidnap people left and right. And steal souls. If you're lucky, if you're unlucky, they steal your entire body and soul. So yeah. So the demons decide to make a boy band. And all the jokes that they have just hit with these people. Because it's just like, oh, why would that work? Hot montage. Yeah, that would work. They're hot. Didn't mention their singing talent, which they do have. But yeah, so in the story, Rumi is having issues. They're getting close to making the shield perfect. But her workaholic thing is counteracting with her ticking clock thing, which is she has marks where she's part demon and she's afraid of them destroying her. Because the more she suppresses it, the worse it gets. It's kind of like, what's a good analogy? It's kind of like if you do not put sunscreen on, and my phone's going off. Right. So it's kind of like going out in the sun without sunscreen. You're going to get burned repeatedly, and that the more she suppresses and is ashamed of her patterns, the more prevalent and dramatic they are. And my thing says I have performance issues. I hate the fact that my thing says performance issues. So I really do enjoy it, because it's basically like she is rejecting part of herself, and that is just causing her more issues. So it makes her lose her voice a bit. it's not so much of, mind you, it never sounded like she was losing her voice. It sounded more like she was having a tic issue. Or what? Okay, so I'm autistic. Sometimes I end up having days where I'm not able to say certain things, or vocalize certain words and phrases and stuff like that. That felt like what Rumi was going through more than her losing her voice. Because she could speak just fine, all that sort of stuff. And it didn't sound any bad. She could get back to singing normally. It just felt like she had a mental block or a vocal block thing where it just stopped her from being able to say the thing. And it's just like, yeah, that's gonna happen. Because every single time she had issues singing something, there was something connected mentally going on there. So it wasn't really addressed like that, because it was addressed, but not directly. I don't think she realized that her issue was all mental. It's just like, losing my voice, go get tonic, run into the Sasha boys, which is the Dima boys, which they find out really, really quickly, like insanely quickly, and the Sasha boys already have a spot on a TV show. That's funny. So yeah, it's pretty great, because throughout this, they're going through all these things where they're trying to one up these boys, torment these boys to reveal them as demons, destroy them, basically. Doesn't work. And all this goes on. She ends up connecting with one of the demons, Gino, the leader. Mind you, the other two, Mira and Zoe, connect with other demons, but not to the level that Rumi does. Baby and Mystery connect with Zoe, and Abby and Romance connect with Mira. And you can see these little moments, which is kind of funny, because when you watch the movie, Zoe is clearly neurodivergent like the rest, and so is Mystery. Mystery and Zoe are like the biggest neurodivergent people, because the best way everybody ends up describing them as feral, and that's usually what you describe neurodivergent people, which is kind of funny, because we're just having the best time of our lives being who we are when we're not forced to be normal. We are just enjoying being ourselves. So basically the movie goes through people just trying to connect and everything, and I'm going to go on to a side point of the characters connecting with this. Zoe and Mystery, like I said, are very neurodivergent. Mystery ends up doing the hand tapping thing. He likes to hide his face. He doesn't really talk. I mean, the only time he talks is when he's barking and making whining noise. He basically makes impressions of dogs. And he does sing. He has a lovely singing voice. But he doesn't talk at all. But the way that he interacts with Zoe, in the few times that we see, it's kind of like they chose each other as their neurodivergent people. Like, they clicked. And it's kind of cute that they clicked. Because it's just like, whoo. There's the hand tapping thing that he does, the randomly get distracted by flowers, barking at the people, and she smacks him and goes, "Bad, Saja boy, bad," and he whines like a dog. But whenever you see those two near each other, his eyes go to her, and I say eyes, his head is just pointing in that direction. He will smile a little bit, but for the most part, he kind of stays in the back. He has armbands sometimes. He's very much covered, like somebody who is trying to reduce the amount of exposure of the elements, remove the stimuli. He wants to have control over his stimuli. Like I said, the barking scene, overstimulated. Clearly stating that he's overstimulated. But then he understands that he shouldn't have barked because Zoe tells him he shouldn't have. He did not respond poorly to that. He backs off, looks sorry, so he does say sorry in his own way, and sits normally, and then he leaves with the rest of them later. And Zoe is always scribbling, writing stuff. She is fidgeting all the time. Move, 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 move. She is like ADHD physically. She cannot handle being on screen for 1 second without moving somewhere. She does not sit still. And that is just awesome. She is very much nicely cut, and I love the fact that you can see that. Why K-pop stars do not have the fact that they can just go, "Yeah, I'm neurodivergent," and show it without people criticizing them is beyond me. Actually, not just K-pop stars, anybody famous, anybody. You should be able to be your neurodivergent self. Like, if you're chasing the butterflies, that should be valid. Chase them butterflies. But getting back to the movie, Mira likes Abby because abs. I mean, they like Abby so much that they have popcorn eyes. Abby does not seem to notice that at all. He is just enjoying the fact that he has abs. So that's kind of funny. It's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna scribble a imprint of my abs." So he does not seem to notice anybody. He does his job and he's just having fun with it. Though he does have the cutest little friendship with Baby, where Baby has ridden on his back and just hangs out on him. So Baby likes to lean on him. But they're not sitting together during the sighting part. Romance also likes Mira. Spends a whole lot of time staring at her. Every time you see them together, he stares at her. He flirted with her openly and loudly, considering him. His one line is basically him flirting with her. Boop. that was funny. But she did not acknowledge it. She was very hostile towards him. But it was kind of funny. But she did not seem to, like, hate him. It's just like, "You're a demon. He hot. You're a demon." I don't know how she would have acted if he wasn't a demon. That would have been interesting to see. Now, Baby is the last Saja boy. He is also paired with Zoe, I think. I mean, yeah, he appeared in the thing shipping at Mira, but whenever they're on screen, he's closer to Zoe if they're in space of the Huntrix and the Sacha boys. And that he doesn't show romantic interest, but at the same time, he kind of just is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with you. You're cool." That said, everybody keeps going on and on about the fact that he's the baby, he's the cutie patootie, and I don't think he is the QPT. He has the baby face, but that boy is Captain Sasspants. He has one line, and he says it so sarcastically. He knows he has a baby face. He does not look like he enjoys the fact that he has a baby face. He can be childish, but he does not like people thinking he's a baby. So, his one line is goo goo gaga. Sarcastic AF. He won drinking hot sauce out of a baby bottle. They're all dressed like babies. He's going to be sarcastic. And I love it. Let him be sarcastic. I wish we got more lines from him. Like all the Soldier Boys. I wish we got more lines. I wish we got to see their dynamic within each other. But we do not. It's mostly Rumi. Yeah, I'm not able to say. Rumi and Genu. Which theirs is love, hate, love, hate, love, hate. And they basically end up working on becoming friends and romantic adjacent. Like, if they had more time, more meetings, if it was a longer time frame, they could fall in love. Like, if there's a sequel, I could see it's like, oh, your boyfriend's back. He's not my boyfriend per se. He could have been, but he's not. That would be what it would be like. Because they didn't get to the point of being romantic. They were romantic adjacent. There was heavy romantic vibes. Did they get to romance? No. Did Geno think he was on a date with her at least once? Yes, that was hilarious. So, going through the movie, sorry, had tickle. So going through the movie, basically through her interactions with Geno, she ends up healed from her demonic issues because she learned to accept them. Like, all the demons, the reason they're demons is because they have shame, because they have horrible feelings. It's just like the darkness in the hearts. Their darkness is basically, oh shit, I was a dick. Like Geno, he left his sister and mother for a better life, and he blames himself for that. Which, yeah, his family kind of probably died horribly, but, and why is he like perpetually 18? He's been 18 like for almost 400 years. I can't say all 400 years because he had to grow up to be in that, but he's 400 years old, so I don't know if that's 400 years that he's been a demon or 400 years that no idea. But yeah, so he's 400 years old, so. Also, people have said that Geno is Rumi's dad. No, he's not. One, he would have acknowledged that in the movie. Because, yeah. Two, he doesn't look anything like Rumi. 3 is the whole, I don't think he sees her like that. He wouldn't have been surprised at the fact that she's part demon if he was the papa. So, he did not know about her heritage. He knew that she was a demon hunter, and that's it. Demon hunter, pop star. That's all he knew at the start. And this story is the story of her learning to accept herself and him learning how to deal with his grief and issues. They both learn how to deal with their issues, And then they have one of the best songs at the end, which, yeah, the last two songs popped off hard. And it was quite enjoyable. Though I do not like the fact that they apparently killed off the demons, but that at the same time, we don't know if they're dead. Because every other point in the movie, well, we actually don't know, because the demons at the start, the only one that showed up again was the one stewardess one, and she got eaten by the giant demon monster king. But yeah, the movie was pretty good. They did come to a pretty interesting conclusion, and Gino might be dead, might not be, because while we had a great finale and it looked spectacular, there were so many freaking plot holes. Like, are they dead? What about the two that are not dead? Because they closed up that whole thing. They sealed it up. And there was two on our side that we knew of. Where the Demon King apparently was sent packing after he got sliced in half. And also, how the hell are they flying? Like, does hunting powers give you the power of flight? That you can sing and fly? If so, that'd be fabulous. Because that was not addressed at all in these things. Like, everybody seems to accept when people are just poof, 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 and flying. So I'm guessing it's pretty common occurrence, but yeah. In the world, it's just like, what? I'd be very confused. So, yeah. It's a great movie. I would want to see more. I would want them to fill up these holes, but these holes do not destroy the movie. Because the holes are just logistical plot holes. They're not story plot holes, because the story is resolved with their feelings. Because, again, the story is more about Rumi and Gino coming over their traumas. Rumi over the fact that she's part demon, and Gino about the fact that he ditched people and ended up being a dick. So, yeah, they kind of resolved those. What I wanted to see more was, I wanted to see the Sadja boys more and have them interact more and have them have more than one line each, if that. Abby did have a line. Yeah, all the Sadja boys had one line each. Sort of. Mystery had his barking, and Baby just had goo goo gaga. His was 2 words. That's kind of sad. I want them to show how they're interact. I want to know what the Sadja boys' all the guys' issues were. So it'd be kind of interesting to have a switch of a switch movie. That sounds weird. Basically, a switch perspective movie for us to have the Sadja boys in the thing. You know that they're villains, and you know they're destroying things, and it just go over all the things that's going on in the movie from their perspective. I would like, if there's going to be remaster movies, I want to see it from different perspectives. Keep the whole core concept the same. Yeah, it's going to be sad. Oh yeah, they got destroyed at the end. RIP. But keep it together. Keep it the same. And just have it as a different perspective. That would be interesting. But I do want to see more of this stuff. Like I said, I'm not a K-pop fan. I don't like K-pop because it's always like cliche characters, and people are pretending to be these cliches. And it's like, I want the people to be people. And everybody's like keeping them as single and everything, and they had to stay this way. Like, if Mira is like, oh yeah, I am dating this other person, I would be happy for her. But apparently that's a different cultural thing. Who knows? But I do recommend this movie. If you stayed around for this entire half hour of me rambling like a lunatic, I am so happy and I'm so sorry. But yeah, these are my takes. Hopefully you don't mind it, and I wish this was a more interesting watch than just seeing me just ramble on like a lunatic, because my computer is a evil little thing. But this was my review on the movie, and it's probably not a very good one, but I kind of just wanted to shoot off the cuff and just talk about how I do like the movie, and I like the fact that it seems to have neurodivergent people. It seems to have like stuff for every different type. The animation was awesome. The songs are great, and I can't really think of anything too much to complain about it. Like I said, the thing that I can complain about is not getting enough of it, not getting more to it. And that you want to have as a complaint, because that means you have material to work with, more to explore. And I hope that they do. I haven't heard anything good about that, because it's basically like one passion project was going to be a series and then became a movie. But let's hope that they can go, ooh, I can explore all this stuff that all the fans are chomping at the bit to learn. So I encourage you to watch it. I encourage you to like express your delight for the things, to try and encourage creativity, because oh my god, it is a new creative movie. Love it. Alright, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!